Okay, what's up, world? Welcome back. Thanks for watching. This week, you get to see me check out this Plantation Xaymaca Rum for the very first time. All right, so before we get into it, let's go ahead and open this guy up. Let it breathe a little bit. Brand new bottle as usual. You know how I do, giving you the very first experience with this. Nice cork top. Let's go ahead. That should be enough. Should be enough there to get us going. Okay, so before we do anything, we got to do the knowledge first on this. And if this is your first time watching me, let me give you a quick background. So this is the Dark Spirits channel. As you can see here, I mainly cover whiskeys and bourbons. However, you know, sometimes I get bored. So when I get bored, I try to stick with the theme of the channel, get into something else. So today I'm doing rum. Now, this isn't just any rum. This is plantation rum. So do the Googles on this. You'll see that these rums are produced by Maison Ferrand. And if you haven't heard that name before, they are a cognac house. They got some really good cognacs. If all you've done in your cognac life is the big four, which is like Hennessy, Remy, Cavassier, and Martell, you probably want to check out Maison Ferrand. They give you a really excellent cognacs. A lot of times they're a little bit overproof, maybe around 90, and they're usually less expensive than some of the other ones. So anyway, Maison Ferrand, this is in line with their brand here. So this is a blend. What you got here is you have a blend of two different rums. One rum comes from the Long Pond Distillery in Jamaica, and the other one comes from the Clarendon Distillery in Jamaica. So both of these distilleries have pot stills. If you don't know the difference between pot still and column stills, it's just a different way of doing your distillation. Some people feel like the pot stills make a more flavorful spirit, whether that's rum, whiskey, vodka, whatever. So they start off with these rums, they blend them, boom. First, they age in ex-bourbon barrels for like 1 to 3 years. Then after that, they send them to Europe, where they spend another year finishing in cognac barrels. So you're gonna get, supposedly from this, all the aged rum, you know, the essence from that bourbon barrel, but then you're also gonna get, you know, that cognac, which will probably give you a little bit more fruitiness. So when I saw this bottle, I was like, okay, I'm with it. Ferrand, I know them. The bottle, I like it. And a little bit of a factoid, I read that the reason why they put this like kind of, you know, netting on there is so that when people are in tropical climates like Jamaica, when they're pouring drinks and stuff, grabbing it off the bar, you know, humid and stuff like that, kind of helps to hold it so it doesn't slip when they're, you know, mixing stuff up, which that's just, to me, that's dope. I like that. Just adds more authenticity to the bottle. So now we talked a little bit about, you know, the origins. Let me show you a little bit of the color here. See if you can pick up on that. Nice color, nice color. Now, speaking of the color, one of the things that I like about this brand specifically is that there's no added sugar. So this is a molasses-based rum, distilled molasses. And not sure if you know this or not, but you can have rum that's made from, you know, the distilled sugar cane itself, or molasses, or a lot of other things. But this is a molasses-based rum. There's no added sugar added to it. Some other rum companies, not saying any names, they add sugar after it, which I think is kind of a way of like trying to make up for deficiencies in the rum. No added sugar, but according to the specs, they may add up to 1/10 of 1% of caramel coloring if needed. But you can rest assured, like in Jamaica, the rums they make, they're not allowed to add any extra sugar to them. So this is going to be a pure spirit, and all the flavor you're getting is going to come either right from that barrel, that ex-bourbon barrel, or from the cognac cask. So anyway, nice little factoid. Thought you would like that. Let's go ahead and give this thing a nose, and then we'll get into the tasting. Man, off the nose here, I'm getting bananas. I'm getting bananas and brown sugar off the nose here. Now, I tend to do a lot of bourbon tasting, and this is definitely a whole different thing. Yeah, I'm getting like a burnt banana, not like a burnt banana, like a maybe like a caramel, like kind of like if you made a, wow, that's good. It's kind of like, imagine if you made like flan or something with bananas. And you know, if you have ever had flan before, it has that crispy little bit at the top. Yeah, but bananas, brown sugar. Wow, this really smells good. Hope it's gonna be good. Now, I am a little bit apprehensive, I'm gonna be honest here, because I'm afraid that this is gonna be kind of sweet. Now, if you don't know me, you know that I really don't like sweet spirits. You know, specifically, I tend to drink all my spirits neat. I don't like adding, you know, soda or even ice, right? I feel like everything should be able to stand up on its own. So, you know, I'm gonna be really critical of it if it turns out to be sweet. That reminds me, it's one of the reasons why I don't like Maker's Mark, because Maker's Mark gets this kind of like cherry kind of sweetness to me at the back end that just really turns me off. But off the top, I'm smelling a lot of pineapples. I'm smelling brown sugar, you know, all those good notes. So let's see if we got that. Cheers. I do not get a over sweetness. It is not what I was expecting. It is not. The bananas are still there, but they're definitely way tamed down. Now, if you hate bananas, do not get this, because there is a little bit of like a banana kind of taste in here. But it's good mouthfeel. I'm getting kind of like a brown sugar here. What is this? I think this is 44%. Oh, yeah. 88 proof. Yeah, this is going to work here. You know you're having a drink here. It's not overly sweet. It's unlike anything I've ever tasted before. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, this is good. I like this. I like this so far. This is neat. This is neat by itself. And man, I think I might have paid $25 for this. So yeah, you know, that's what I can say. Finish wise, finish is quick. I'm not getting a lot of burn going down. I'm getting the heat later on. But like, you know, when I first take a sip, and I'll take another one here. Man, that's just good. I swallow. I'm not getting a lot of burn here. Now, I'm used to drinking, you know, whiskey, you know, 90, 100 proof, barrel proof stuff. I'm not getting a lot of burn here. Afterwards, I'm getting a little bit of the ethanol still there. But overall, pretty smooth. I mean, for the price, I think I paid more money than $25 for bottles of Bacardi. And this is like in another dimension compared to that. I mean, you got a lot. This is really interesting. Like, you got a lot of good flavors in here. I like it. I like it. All right, so in closing, I talked about the origins of this. I told you guys that Ferrand owns this whole you know, plantation line. You got a blend of bourbons from 2 distilleries that are aged for 1 to 3 years in bourbon casks. Then they get finished for another year in cognac casks, which I think that's where I'm getting a lot of this banana kind of fruity, maybe, you know, something here at the end, you know. And yeah, it's good. Overall, it's good. I would highly recommend it. What I'm going to do is, as usual, planning on watching Jack Ryan on Amazon. Shout out to Wendell Pierce. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. You know, I kind of like spy type of movies and stuff like that. So this Jack Ryan thing with Wendell Pierce and everything else is just right up my alley. I will try to binge the whole season, and I'll probably be doing it with part of this rum. You know, I'll be back, and I'll let you guys what I think for the long term. But my initial response is 2 thumbs up. I think it's good. For the price I paid, $25, I think it's definitely worth it. They have a range. They have a range or something. So, you know, if you want to get something different, I don't know, you know, holiday season party or something else, something just different entirely, there is very little risk here. The only risk here is that if you don't like bananas, do not buy this, because you get bananas in like creme brulee, bananas Foster kind of, and you do get a little bit of banana in the actual taste. You get sweetness, but not like sugary sweetness. Sweetness as opposed to like saltiness, I guess is the way you could say that. That's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day.